Good day, all of you. Welcome to a class of sentence correction. In this session and in the following sessions, we will discuss on correction of sentences in relation to articles, the subject and the verb agreement, prepositions, adjectives, adverbs, and redundancy as per the syllabus. It is a part of language component in the syllabus of English language for the fourth semester BCom and BBA course under the CBCS scheme in Mysore University. In this session, we will discuss on introduction to correction of sentences and correction of sentences in relation to articles. Let us look into the importance of English language in one or two sentences. As we know, we are all living in a global village where English is the language of international communication. English language plays an essential role in our lives as it helps us to acquire knowledge and to study any subject all over the world. It's only possible when we acquire proficiency over English language. For this, one requires an awareness of the basic rules of grammar. Knowledge of the basic rules is very important to write effectively and clearly. It's not only to write, even to speak as well. It enables one to rectify errors and change them either while writing or speaking. And this is what we mean correction. That means replacing an error with something which makes right, true, or accurate the sentence. Correction of sentences. Correction of sentence is the task of correcting different kinds of errors in a text, such as spelling, punctuation, grammatical and word choice errors, and etc. In order to correct the sentences, one should know how to identify the errors in a sentence. To rectify the errors in a sentence, one should be well versed with the basic rules of grammar and its usage. One should read the entire sentence carefully. One must be inquisitively examine the each word and the each part in a sentence. Because grammatical errors come in many forms and can easily confuse and obscure the meaning. In order to make it easy, we have compiled 6 types of common sentence errors as per the syllabus. Let us look at them one by one. Firstly, correction of sentence in relation to articles. What is an article? Article is an adjective. They are demonstrative adjectives. That means articles, like adjectives, modify the meaning of a noun by pointing out them either particularly or anonymously. That's why they are called as demonstrative adjectives. And another name for demonstrative adjectives is articles. A, an, and the are called articles. Based on the use of a or an, or the, we have divided them into two kinds. One is indefinite articles and another one is definite articles. A and an are called indefinite articles because they modify the meaning of a noun by pointing out a person or a place or a thing anonymously or uncertainly or indefinitely. The is called definite article because the modifies the meaning of a noun by pointing out a person or a place or a thing in particularly or specifically or certainly. Indefinite articles. A and an is used before a singular noun. Why? A and an as words they mean one or single. That means a or an by nature they are singular in their form. That's why a or an is used before a singular noun. Since they are indefinite, a and an articles are used to point out something for the first time, and we use it if we are referring to a non-specific noun. Now let's look into the selection of a or an indefinite article. A is used before a word beginning with a consonant sound. For example, a boy, a university, a unit, a lamp. That means a indefinite article is used before such words whose pronunciation is beginning with a consonant sound. An is used before a word beginning with a vowel sound. For example, an eye, an orange, an hour. If you look at this, an indefinite article is used before such words whose pronunciation begins with a vowel sound. Now let's look into the definite articles. The is used to refer specific noun. It is used before singular and plural nouns. Basically, the means particular, certain, or something particular. Since it means particular, we have to use to refer to the specific nouns, and it can be used both in singular and as well as in plural nouns. The article is used before the names of well-known books, historical events, days and buildings, nationalities, musical instruments, dailies, periodicals, trains, ships, and planes. For example, the Bible, the Taj Mahal, the French, the piano, the Hindu, the Tipu Express, the Sahara, the Titanic, and etc. The definite article is used before the superlatives and the ordinals, the darkest, the first. The definite article is used before the names of unique things, mountains, hills, gulfs, rivers, seas, oceans, groups of islands, deserts, etc. For example, the sun, the north, the earth, they are the unique things. The Himalayas, the Ganga, the Persian Gulf, the Indian Ocean, the Arabian Sea, the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Now have a brief look into the omissions. Article is omitted before proper nouns, abstract nouns and material nouns. Proper nouns, articles are omitted before the names of color, games, diseases, languages and etc. That means articles are omitted before the proper nouns, abstract nouns or material nouns or names of colors, games, diseases, languages or means if we are referring them directly. Further, now so far we have memorized the about the articles. Now let's look into the correction of sentences. The first sentence: copper is an useful metal. Here it's not a correct one. Correct one is copper is a useful metal. Why we have selected a article? Because the word useful begins with the sound of consonant sound, that is YU. The second one: boys were making an noise. It's a wrong sentence. Boys were making a noise. Here we have chosen a indefinite article because the word noise begins with a consonant sound when we pronounce. Let's look into the third one. I shall not tell an lie. It's an incorrect one. I shall not tell a lie. We have chosen a indefinite article because the word lie, when we pronounce, it begins with a consonant sound. Means if the word's pronunciation is beginning with a consonant sound, then we have to choose a indefinite article. Next one: she is an European. It's a wrong one. She is a European. Here the word, when we pronounce the word European, where E is silent and it begins with the sound of consonant sound, that is YU sound. Let's look into the next sentence further. Brutus is an honest man, which is the wrong one because we have to select an indefinite article, because when we pronounce the word honest, it begins with the sound of O because the H letter is silent. Let's look into the next sentence. Sun rises in east. It's completely wrong. The sun, correct one is the sun rises in the east. Why we have chosen that definite article before the word sun and the east? Because both of them are unique things. If we are referring to a unique things, before the names of unique things, we had to use that definite article. Next one is Nile is a longest river. Correct one is the Nile is the longest river. We have chosen the definite article before the name of before the name of the river Nile and before the word superlative degree. We have to use the definite article before the names of rivers, and we have to use the definite article before the superlatives wherever we use either while speaking or writing. Next one is French defeated the Germans. It is not French defeated the Germans, it must be the French defeated the Germans. The French, because French is the name of the nationality. Before the names of nationalities, we have to use the definite article. Next one, Shweta got a best present. Correct one is Shweta got the best present. Why the best present? Because best is the superlative degree. That's why we have to use the definite article before the superlative degrees. Lakshadweep Island lie in Arabian Sea. An incorrect one. Correct one is the Lakshadweep Island lie in the Arabian Sea. As we already know that Lakshadweep is the name of an island and Arabian Sea is the name of sea. Before the names of islands and seas, we have to use the definite articles. He lives in a fifth floor. Correct one is he lives in the fifth floor. We have to use the definite article before the names of ordinals, and fifth is an ordinal. That's why we have to use the fifth. Next one, I read Bible daily. Correct one is I read the Bible daily. Why have I chosen the definite article before the word Bible? Because Bible is a name of a well-known book. If we are referring to the well-known books, we have to use the definite article before them. Next one, the white symbolizes peace. Correct one is white symbolizes peace, because we do not use any article before the name of colors. Next one, he is suffering from a COVID-19. Correct one is he is suffering from COVID-19. Again, here also we do not use any article before the names of diseases, and COVID-19 is a disease, so we do not use any article. The beauty lies in beholder's eyes. Correct one is beauty lies in beholder's eyes. Your beauty is an abstract noun. Before the abstract nouns, if we are referring them directly, we do not use any article. And the next one is a gold is a precious metal. The correct one is gold is a precious metal. Here also, since the gold is a material noun, we do not use any article before the material nouns. So, I think we have understood something about the correction of articles. So, thank you.